Migration is painful. I was a migrant to the United States. I lived in the Bronx. There are many migrant communities. The parents, they didn't understand America, they had no influence. The children formed groups and they became gangs. And the people who lived there, it was horrible. The problem with Europe is all those people who are so generous about migration, they will not be living in migrant neighborhoods. They are writing checks on the working class. The migrants don't live in very expensive housing. They live in the cheapest housing there is. And in that cheapest housing is the lowest sector of your society. So this is a class struggle in Europe between the elite that's insulated against the consequences of migration and wants to pretend there are no consequences except the racism of those resisting, and the lower class who's much more realistic about the price to be paid. So the unwillingness to recognize the price that any migration involves, and to label those who understand that their neighborhoods will be utterly disrupted as racist. But this guarantees that migration will not succeed in Europe. So if migration were to succeed in Europe, leaving aside institutions and everything else, the first thing that the elite would have to do is recognize the price and assume it, at least part of it themselves.